What up, everybody? I don't know if y'all could hear me good. Hope so. Yo, the other day I figured out something, but I had to take time to really record myself and make this because I got very upset about it. Um, where do I begin? So I was watching something and it was about Nipsey Hussle's brother. And he was saying some things about how there was things that he did that he probably should have never did. So let me explain and elaborate to the public about that. Nipsey Hussle comes from a family of mixed nationalities from different places who are all agents. He comes from a family of agents. I know his cousin personally. Dave East is also Nipsey Hussle's cousin. That's why they were so close at some point in time. But because these are secret societies and cults, sometimes it takes time for them to introduce you to certain family members because you got to be involved in the occultism first. Um, I was attacked by one of Nipsey Hussle's cousins from the East Coast that goes by the name of Casmel Johnson. That could be also a falsified name as well. Um, that is the person who told me about Nipsey Hussle and told me certain things, and they also exposed themselves to me. Because the family that he's from, they're real weird. Like, they just they either sacrifice their lovers, like people that they were in relationships with, or they sacrifice like their cousins and shit like that. This dude was sent in by some Haitians mixed with some Jay-Z and ASAP Rocky to sacrifice me for my energy and to harvest me for my gifts and that type of thing. So what had happened is that the sacrifices weren't working. Like this dude, Nipsey Hussle's cousin, Casmel Johnson, okay, who was also Dave East's cousin, okay. Um, he would just do weird shit like poison my food. He always wanted to. Oh, by the way, he always wanted to talk to me about this type of shit because he was trying to get answers, basically about like what was gonna happen, and yeah, I straight up said, all that shit is chips. Like nothing's gonna happen. Like you people do sacrifices, you people do weird shit. Like, why would you expect anything good to come out of that? And now all these exposés that happen. Casmel Johnson also wrote songs for Stevie J and P. Diddy and that type of thing. So these are the type of people that Nipsey Hussle was involved in. That's like what his family does. And I also like what someone on YouTube said about how somebody said something like these people are foreigners, but they come to America and tell your kids to kill themselves and do all of that shit, and it's absolutely 100% true. Casmel Johnson, he has an English last name, but that's fake. That's a fake fucking name. You get what I'm saying? Like, these people are actually agents. That's a whole fake fucking name Nipsey Hussle is from Africa. Okay. Dave East is a whole Dominican. Like, he's half black American, but so the fuck what? Okay, and Johnson claims to be half black American as well, but I don't fucking think so. Not the shit that he was telling me, because my family did some weird shit with my identity, with me and my grandmother's identity in Dominican Republic. And then all of a sudden Johnson comes out of nowhere, and then Johnson started saying like little weird shit, like how he thinks like me and him are related, and like just real nasty weird shit, because that's what these people in cults do. Like, they'll know that they're your cousin, but because they feel like they're gonna get some money or some whatever the fuck from someone on whatever part of the family, like, they'll go and fuck their own cousin and then try to kill them. Like some retarded ass incest mentality animal shit. Okay? That bitch Johnson is not no American. Like, first of all, he said that he could be related to me through my grandmother, who is not Hispanic at all. She's not Dominican, she's full Haitian. So what he meant to say is that he is related to me through him being part Haitian somewhere, but he's a whole Dominican. Like, he spoke Spanish. He spoke Spanish and tried to hide it, and then said some stupid shit. I was like, bitch, you're a whole lie. I'm like, bitch, you're a whole lie. You a whole agent. Like, and it makes sense. So, anyways, what I wanted to, now that I gave you that backstory, what I wanted to say about Davies is, excuse me, not Davies. What I wanted to say about Nipsey Hussle is that, pretty much, like, that's what the fuck happens to these people. Like, instead of them thinking outside the box, it's like, this is how they get you, too. Because once you reach a certain level, you start to realize, like, the gangs and the secret society is the same shit. Like, the niggas in the gangs be going to the little temples and shit. They just not gonna tell you. Like, first of all, when you get introduced to that shit, you're what do you call it? When you get introduced to that shit, you are introduced at a young age. Okay, like, these motherfuckers, they take you when you're young. Like, it's not no, oh, I turned this age. Like, no, you start going to this shit at initiation ages, like 13 to 15 years old. That's when they bring you into these places, and your parents will tell you, okay, like, you're like, don't tell your friends and shit about this shit. You know what I mean? Like, keep it private. And that's what happens. And then they start, and then shit like what my grandfather said, they start telling you shit like, oh, you can do whatever you want to do, basically. Like, niggas want to do basketball, okay? Niggas want to be rappers. You know, that's all they give a fuck about anyway. So niggas will go and be a rapper, and then, but they die like Nipsey Hussle, or they get caught up in certain shit, and then you start seeing like little weird shit like, nigga, you're a whole African. How are you getting in these gangs? Like, what these gangs is not telling you is that they ran by Masons and people a part of these occult groups. And in these occult groups, it's not a racial thing. It's more of like a bloodline thing, and who has the money or who has the spiritual capacity to do the shit that they're telling you to do in order to get whatever the fuck the goal is. Okay? So, what young people don't know, especially black Americans, that's why it's so important for black Americans to be safe and to really educate themselves, because y'all don't even understand, like, y'all are being targeted in a very, very strange way. Like, they want you to kill yourself while they in the background do witchcraft and shit on you. But then while they try to make it seem like them being African or them being black from another place that's not America, like they try to make themselves seem like they're better than you, but they're joining your gang and then doing voodoo on you. You know what I mean? So it's like, I really need black Americans to really, like, think outside the box with this shit. Like, why the fuck are you letting some African nigga basically tell me what the fuck to do with my organization? And, like, seriously. Because when you look at history, the only black people that aren't American that should even have that right is either a Haitian or a Jamaican. A Haitian, Jamaican, okay? Those are the only non-black American people that black Americans should be inviting into their shit anyways, if they are going to do that. But even then, that has caused certain bad shit to happen. So it's kind of just like, there's no gatekeeping going on because the shit ain't really owned by who it's supposed to be owned by. Like, Bloods and Crips is literally owned by fucking Masons and secret society niggas. Like, I always knew it was fucking weird because, first of all, I'm a music, like, that's one of the gifts that I have that these bitch ass niggas are trying to attack me for, my music shit. So anyways, I know a lot about music, underground and mainstream. And let me just tell you something. Back in, 2005, 2006 or some shit like that, I think Nipsey Hussle had a song out with Trey the Truth or some shit like that. Ain't no nigga like me or some shit. That was the best song the nigga ever released, first of all. And secondly, like, he's been out. You get what I'm saying? Like, these niggas been out. Okay, it's just the problem is it takes time for magic to work. And they gotta, if the gay shit ain't working, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why, like, niggas need to really watch their mouth when these, like, gang niggas get online and start really exposing shit about their organizations. Because they're really not supposed to. But they do anyways to let people know, like, yo, stop bigging these motherfuckers up because you don't fucking know. They're in it, so they can't, certain shit they can't really tell you. They can't just tell you, like, yo, the only reason why this Crip nigga or this Blood nigga is doing what the fuck they're doing is because that nigga is just sucking niggas off, period, point blank. Nigga, he sucked the OG nigga off. Nigga, that's the deal that he has, because nigga, he can't sell drugs and he can't do da-da-da. And another thing too, this Casmel Johnson character has openly told me that he is a Blood gang member from the Bronx. Okay. Apparently he said that he's Blood Money Hustle or something like that. Okay. And but his cousin is Dave East, who is a Crip. Right? You hear this shit? Do you hear how they fucking y'all over? This nigga's a whole Blood, right? But his cousin Dave East, who he has elaborated and explained to me that he is very close to, okay? He's even visited Dave East when Dave was in college playing basketball. He's even visited him at that campus down south. He's visited him. If anybody is mad at me, you could literally hit me up. I have plenty of emails. Tell me if I'm lying. Okay? So these niggas will tell everybody in the world, oh, and they even do it to a lot of OGs too. Like, a lot of people that put in work for these organizations, like, they're fucking telling you one thing, but they're doing something else. Or they know about, like, these strange little things that happen. Like, even though Dave East is a Crip, whether he was initiated at an early age or not, he's hanging out with his blood cousin, and not just blood cousin like in your veins blood, but the gang blood. Don't they be killing people in California over shit like that? And that really be like your first cousin? Like, it'll really be like your grandma's fucking daughter had a baby, and then she had another baby, and that baby had a baby, and now them two is cousins. Like, it be shit like that. So, but then you got niggas that know about little backhand deals and shit. You got niggas that know about little backhand deals and shit, and they know, like, alright, well, this for example, they know that Casmel Johnson is a blood, but he's a part of an occult church situation going on. That's okay, because his cousin NIPSEY, all the way in California, mama is a so-called like African witch doctor or some shit like that, and all of this goofy ass shit. And mind you, this is what that nigga told me. I didn't go searching for this information. This is just shit that I know about, that I keep inside, waiting until it's my turn to fucking like talk and shit. But now I'm starting to get pissed the fuck off, because it's like, okay, so niggas know that they're doing little weird shit trying to specifically sacrifice me, okay? There's not a doubt in my mind that if you go to Jay-Z's house or one of his houses and that nigga's doing witchcraft, you will probably see an image of my face. Yes. Because Jay-Z, mind you, this is what the bitch Johnson has also said to me too. That's why the shit's so weird and retarded to me. So one of my family members, my grandmother's cousin, okay? See, the grandmother's cousin, like, you see how this shit be very tied together? But they're trying to tell these people in these organizations to fucking kill each other. But these blood niggas and crip niggas work together to sacrifice people, so for their personal gain, their personal life, they'll be good. But they're telling y'all niggas like, oh, we're all together and we're all blood together, or we're all crip together, but they're really not. They're really not, and it's deeper than just hating on somebody because they got more money than you. Like, no, it's legitimately like people are taught how to be, kinda. Like, okay, for example, because of me and my path, I can elaborate another time. But there's certain things in my path that my family like knows about, right? But they want me to do that under their guise and under the occult's guise. Like, my grandfather has said certain shit to me, and he was just like, yeah, if you want to do this, you could do that. And it's like, but any other time, it's like, nigga, my whole life, everybody had all these morals and shit until it was time for, like, these niggas act one way, these Haitian ass niggas acted one way my whole life. But then when I was of age to understand what they really about, it's just like, okay, so everybody in my family is a criminal, basically. But y'all niggas ain't even gangster enough to do the shit that's actually gonna get you some bread. Like, y'all niggas gonna sacrifice people and waste all this motherfucking time and do fraud and do goofy shit. Like, nigga, that doesn't get you no bread. You don't get no money from that. But anyways, so I wanted to make a video about that. But that shit literally had me tight. Like, literally had me tight for like a good 3 days. Like, it's been 3 fucking days since I seen that Nipsey Hussle brother interview shit. And I only seen like a little snippet clip. But after that, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo, ain't nobody, I'm not dealing with that. That's crazy. But yeah, like, this shit is out of fucking control. Like, these little Illuminati bitches and hoes and shit. Like, don't nobody give a fuck about y'all niggas. Like, seriously. and then you're sending in little bitches to put shit in my drinks and food like I give a fuck. That shit don't do nothing to me anyways. I don't know what type, well, I know what I am, but damn, like, I really am an alien, so, shit. Somebody need to send me something. Because it really makes no motherfucking sense. Damn, that's a big ass spider. My bad, y'all. Big ass spider just came. What the fuck? Now it's like half alive. This shit look like one of them sushi videos. But seriously though. Like, I'm really the one that all these niggas been trying to sacrifice, and it continues to fucking fail. And I don't know who the fuck like I've been seeing certain niggas in my dreams and shit. I don't like that. Like Jay-Z, I done seen that bitch in my dreams plenty of fucking times. Like, me and that nigga actually have beef, smoke with each other, nigga. Jay-Z, I'll really smack the fuck out of you, bitch ass, ugly motherfucking bitch. Like, so you're really gonna sit there and go to my family in Brooklyn? And it's like, they don't even try to be discreet with the shit. Like, nigga, okay, I'm from Boston, yes, but I'm in Brooklyn often enough to where I'm gonna grow up, run into one of these weird motherfuckers that's been watching and stalking me. Nigga, do you know a private investigator told Johnson, I know that you've been watching. The private investigator knows that Johnson has been watching me for years. Okay? And do you know for years I've been having dreams about Jay-Z and other, like, strange people? Like, you get what I'm saying? So, like, fuck out of here with all that goofy ass fucking retarded ass shit that you bitches is on. Like, you motherfuckers don't even understand the type of person that I am. Like, let me explain and elaborate real quick before I get off this video. And then I'm gonna have some other shit to also say about these fake ass gang members and these niggas that's doing all this weird shit. Cause they don't fucking, this, the occult and the gang is viewed as separate, but it's really not. It's just, if you reject the occult, like what my family did with me, they're really messy. Okay? They didn't know. Okay, after I rejected the occult shit, okay, they were trying to get me to accept some other shit too, but only because it's like a part of my path, but they were also trying to just manipulate it. They were trying to get me basically killed out here. But it's like, I won't go, like, there's certain shit I'll take it far, but certain shit I won't take it that far, because I'm not about to just be a target based off of like some gang shit or something like that. Like, I can't do that. I'm not gonna allow myself to be a target based off some gang shit. Like, there is some regrets that I have, because there's people that I feel like that have been sacrificed. And sometimes I feel like, well, if I was close to everybody, like, maybe that wouldn't have happened. But, you know, like I said, I have dreams about things, so these dead people will come to me in my sleep, in my dreams, and tell me shit about people, or they'll show me things about people, because they're already dead. So they'll literally bring me to that person and tell me, like, and it's scary, because sometimes, like, it'll be people that I haven't seen in a while. Like, for example, Miguel. Like, if Miguel ever comes across this fucking video, nigga, you better hit me up on my blog. You better comment on this motherfucking video Because there's people that I haven't seen for a while, like years, but they'll come to me in my dreams and like show me motherfuckers that's like doing shit. You know, like that shit is crazy as fuck to me. Cause it'll be like, yo, there's like certain people like you don't even think they remember you, but it's like they do because it's like we're all in this shit, but we're all trying to figure out our part in what it is and what role we fucking play. The role I'm trying to play is this shit just like I, I don't know, cause I just know too much. Like I don't know, I just have to talk about it, I guess. So the fact that Nipsey Hussle, the fact that like these niggas are celebrities, right? All these fucking famous people, and they got all these family members of theirs. Listen to this. They got all these family members of theirs, right? That live in all these major cities. They live in all these fucking places. Why? Because my black American people, y'all could just clarify this and maybe this will be the end of the video. Isn't Bloods and Crips like a generational thing? Meaning that it's in your family, it's within your bloodline, it's within the generations of your family members that lived in a certain location. How the fuck do y'all people get booted out of your shit for other motherfuckers to be making the rules? Like, because even if y'all wanted to introduce all these people, like in the main fucking base of everything, it's a family affair. So how you got this person here, but that person there, but they're all in the thing now without the other people in the group not knowing. So those three people that I mentioned, Nipsey Hussle, Dave East, Cavs Mel Johnson, those three people are related. Each three are part of different gangs, but somehow all doing shit, all causing shit to fuck with me on my side of the world, and then fucking with whole organizations on their side of the world. Like, do you understand? Like, that shit has caused like gang wars in places where people have been trying to chill and relax. Like, it's bringing up old shit. It's just ridiculous. And the gang folks, I'm sorry, but y'all gonna have to get your motherfucking people, because I don't understand why bum ass bitches is representing y'all wrong. Because I'm not a part of any of these organizations, but for some reason these organizations is up my ass. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty fucking sure if you told the people that's in prison about what the fuck these niggas is doing, and not the ones that are already Masons and shit. Like, no, the ones that really did shit and really went to prison, if they found out that people was using the blood shit, if they found out that people was doing Mason shit or whatever shit, and then doing witchcraft on other gang members, like, you know you can't do shit like that. Like, stop it. Like, stop it. Like, come on, man. Like, don't nobody got time for that. Like, so that's what these niggas is doing. They sending they foreign cousins to come to America to do all this dumbass shit so they could be famous. So basically what I think had happened was that Nipsey Hussle really thought that he was gonna work with Jay-Z and his cousin to sacrifice me. Basically that's what that is. Cause it makes no sense. Like, the bitch went out of their way, came from New York to out where I'm at to literally follow me, do witchcraft, try to sacrifice me for ASAP Rocky. The bitch already basically admitted that shit. Okay? And for Jay-Z, probably too. And then he has his cousin all the way in California doing this weird shit, and then you got Dave East. It's like, where they do that at, man? Like, seriously, where do they do that at? Like, that shit's fucking corny. Like, Jay-Z is really the whole fag. Like, nigga, you're doing witchcraft on a young woman with my family members and with strangers, strange people that you don't know. Like, bitch, you don't know where Johnson crawled at. Like, you don't know what laboratory they fucking created that fucking piece of trash in. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's a whole agent. Like, that's a whole agent. And whoever is in control of Casmel Johnson, like, I really feel bad for you because he really gave me a lot of information. Like, you should really be mad at him. Like, he's literally told me top secret shit. Like, shit that he is not supposed to tell me. Okay, like, he's literally been to California. He's met Nipsey Hussle's brother. Like, and that's where the strife and the problems are coming into. Because all these hoes planned on doing some voodoo shit to me because I'm Haitian, but I think my bloodline is somewhere in Africa, and these occultic groups or whatever, they're trying to come together to really, like, fuck me up, yo. Like, it's just some crazy shit. And it's to the point where it's like all of the groups. Like, these motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They don't care if they gotta work with some black people. They don't care if they gotta work with some white people, some Asian people. They're just gonna do that shit. And basically, what that retarded hoe Johnson told me, like, he literally told me, like, he even told me about, like, Nipsey Hussle brother, like, yo, I'm talking to you now. Like, he told me about your mama. Like, he told me about how she does voodoo and shit. Like, she told me about how they would be doing fucking he told me about how they would be doing, like, protection rituals and shit because the nigga was in a gang and stuff. Like, and it's even deeper than what certain people think. Like, yeah, he's an agent, but, like, his family are agents too. Like, they already knew they were gonna come to America and have their kid be in whatever cult church thing, and then the mama was gonna do her voodoo shit here. They already knew they were gonna have him infiltrate a fucking black organization. Like, I don't know what, like, I need to talk to, like, another spiritual, like, person like me, because whatever type of people that black American people are, y'all are being targeted to the point where, like, they want your energy so bad that even if you are a gang member or supposedly ratchet, it doesn't even matter as long as they still have something to siphon off of you. And that's why it's so fucking dangerous, because you yourself, you don't even need to be enlightened for them to want to come and get you. That's why it's so bad. So you gotta understand, like, you got these other black people from other places that don't mind being an agent towards you, because what you mean, back in the day, those were the black people that were probably selling other black people to God knows who, or God knows what. You know what I mean? So, like, then you got these people coming here like, yeah, we're gonna make our kid come here, join the fucking whatever the fuck, and then he's gonna be Crip too, so we're gonna be able to do our shit, like, on the underground and all that. Like, that's why they do it, to keep it on the underground. Because they know, like, whatever they're trying to achieve, it's going to be easier in certain industries. Like crime. It's easy to get your manifestations doing crime than it is to actually go to school and study. Okay? Like, that's what these motherfuckers do. But instead of creating their own crime market, they're going to use your shit that you created. I'm talking to black American people. They're going to use your organization that you created to protect your fucking people. And they're going to use it to just still keep slavery intact and keep selling people. Like, come on. Like, no. I'm going to need the Bloods and Crips to really, like, to really figure this out. Because what's going on is that them niggas is trying to kill all of y'all for real, for real. But it's not what you think it is. It's not because one group is better than the other. It's because it's literally they got niggas trying to trick you so they can kill you, so they can do some little weird shit. Okay? And then they reap, like, manifestations out of it. Like, yeah, they might get some money or whatever, but cancer isn't cheap. You know what I mean? And that's why it's so fucking hilarious. Because they'll sit there and do all this shit, right? But then end up using their money for medical treatments. End up using their money for new vehicles after they done crashed this shit. Like, this shit just be too fucking funny to me, yo. Like, ask me how many diseases my mama got right now. Do you know 3 women in my family, because they've been trying to do fertility shit on me for so long and all this weird shit? You know 3 of them hoes had to get hysterectomies? I'm closing it.